So we move on to item 7, a petition from Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown, do you want to read the petition?
Yeah,
thank you.
So this is a change.com petition, stop expansion of Harlow and building on green wedges. And it goes something like this. The government has issued a requirement for local authorities to greatly expand house building in every part of the country. Harlow District Council, Epping Forest District Council and East Herts District Council have come together to draw up a plan to build 23,000 new houses in and on the edge of Harlow. This will result in us having to walk a lot further to get into open country, which is one of the things which makes Harlow so pleasant to live in. Some of the open green spaces and play areas within the town will be lost. The town will become a part of the London-Cambridge megalopolis. Most of the new housing is unlikely to be social housing. The argument for the expansion is that Britain needs to infinitely expand its economy and so its workforce, which will need more housing, to be competitive in the world market and to support an ageing population in retirement. However, Britain is the 5th richest country in the world and can surely afford to look after the people who created that wealth in their old age. Infinite expansion of the economy is not possible on a finite planet and is causing global warming because cool air is one of the finite resources being exhausted. Britain's birth rate is falling naturally. Britain only has enough land to produce 60% of its food that we need and needs to save its farmland from being built over. This drive to build on green farmland is happening all over the country and is being challenged wherever it is planned. Hopefully, our democratically elected councils and government can be persuaded to cancel this initiative. New green for development in Britain last year covered an area the size of Greater Glasgow. It's happening everywhere. For some reason, I've always assumed that our Labour-dominated councils would challenge this kind of central government-promoted initiative. But the pattern seems to be that they find the prospect of an expansion of the council tax kitty more attractive than fighting to preserve immunity for existing residents. I have circulated the petition to local newspapers, one printed the petition text verbatim, radio stations, campaign for the protection of rural England, several Harlow councillors, the Harlow Alliance Party who donated to spread the petition, many thanks for that. Last of all, Labour will give local people control over the housing that gets built in their area. Shadow Housing Secretary John Peely said Labour will give local people control over the housing that gets built in the area, printed in Politics Home on the 25th April 2019. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. Thank you for being that here tonight. Councillor Curtin's going to answer for council.
Yes, well, thanks for this question, Mr. Brown. Oh, not a question, a petition. It refers to our plans with our partner authorities to deliver new homes and associated infrastructure in and around Harlow during the timescale of the local development plan up to 2033. As you know, this project is known as the Harlow and Gilston Garden Town. During the process of plan making, the impacts of development that are raised in your petition were identified and scrutinised by the council. Embarked on a proper plan preparation process culminating in a public inquiry. The concerns you raise are not new and have been considered at length by the council through the plan making process. The Harlow Local Development Plan is due to be adopted later this year. As a result, this administration does not propose to diverge from its agreed course of action and is of the opinion that the development of the Garden Town is an exciting and innovative project to meet housing and economic needs of our people in the area for years to come. Significant additional work is being undertaken to ensure that the development that does come forward is of a high quality and sustainable nature. I think if you're interested in the proposals and want to let you know that the detail of individual sites is being developed further with local residents who are most affected by them. As regards the last few paragraphs of your petition, which is obviously more of a political polemic, I wouldn't disagree with all of it, but obviously it is beyond the sort of decisions that the local authority makes. What you're really questioning is the whole nature of the capitalist society, and I'm sure we can have a good discussion about it, but it's not part of the local development plan. As respects your views on localism, well, of course, this whole debate around localism was a bit of a con trick from the beginning. It led people to believe that they would actually be able to decide not to have housing in their area, whereas, of course, what was really meant was you would have to have housing, you just get the flack when you decided where you needed to put it. So it was localism with a barb. We look upon the Garden Town proposals in a very positive way, and certainly I would reject the remark that you made that we're building on green wedges. We're not building on green wedges. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor. Somebody from the opposition wants to say that. Councillor Johnson.
Thank you, Chair. Can I also thank Mr Brown for bringing the petition. As Councillor Perkins already said, these issues aren't new and they've been debated in this chamber and outside of this chamber for many years. In fact, up until recent years, this council had a policy that any growth should be to the north of Harlow and the north of Harlow only. It shouldn't be around the south and east of the town, which is where some of these houses are now proposed to go. And the current administration changed that, and I'm still very sad that they did that. And I still think that whilst the Garden Town is welcome and housing in the south east of England is much needed, it should have all been together in the north rather than on multiple different sites. It's always been my group's policy that any development should be accompanied with the relevant infrastructure. I certainly think growth towards Water Lane, Latin Priory will make Southern Way unbearable, even more so than it is, and that really needs looking at. I would encourage Mr Brown and anyone who's listening to this or watching this on your Harlow to make use of the strategy consultation that the council has already said was going to be in January to March. I think that's the way to make your points about this. But I welcome the petition, and I do believe that we need to walk very carefully between the need for housing and the need for young people who want to move out and the need for people who are choosing to live slightly different ways and lives. That means there is a pressure on housing in the south east of England versus protecting our very precious green spaces both in and around the town.
Thank you, Councillor Johnson. Councillor Burton.
Yes, certainly I do. First of all, let's get the issue straight in regard to the local development plan. We can't, which is actually a nonsense. I wish the opposition would actually take up the opportunity to discuss these issues at the plan panel, which actually their members do attend. Because what they're suggesting is that we can have a local development plan for Harlow, which has no houses in Harlow. I'm sorry, we're required by the government to provide a certain number of additional dwellings within our boundary. It's not our fault that the boundary around the municipal district of Harlow is drawn so tight that we have no hinterland to provide additional housing, but it's nonsense to suggest that all of the requirements for additional housing in this area could be built somewhere else. Actually, that's what the other councils say, and what it's usually referred to is NIMBY. NIMBY isn't. I refer to it as opportunism. But The last point I'd like to make is that I'd like to give some credit to Nick Taylor and Alan Leverett, because they just didn't talk about this issue like the opposition. They actually went along to the inquiry and made some very good technical points in a very professional way. And I think their efforts have actually led to the changes that the inspector has made. We don't violently disagree with the modifications that the inspector's made. Some of them are very sensible. And I think I would congratulate the Alliance Party, or not really the Alliance Party, there's only these two gentlemen here who are the Alliance Party. I hope they're in Alliance, for their efforts during the plan making process, and only wish that the Conservatives would have actually made an appearance.
Thank you, Councillor. Your thanks to Mr Leverett and Mr Taylor are noted. Are we happy to note the petition from Mr Brown?
Great.